if I have $25 and I want to get high, I'm gonna spend my last $25 on getting fried, bro. I'm gonna borrow 50 from you to get fried with that.
Where are you at now with your recovery? We started the interview and you were talking about, you know, you've been on a bender and everything. So
It's crazy because it's this dangerous place because I'm successful right now. I'm making money right now. And I'm remembering, like, I realized, like, I think I got so used to my environment, I started to think that I was homeless. Like, I've been homeless. Started to think I had no options. Like, it's like that thing where, like, like a detective investigating a case winds up becoming insane and becomes like the killer because they're so deeply immersed in that. Or like an actor becomes so deeply immersed in the role they're playing, doing method acting that they embody the traits of this person. They kind of lose themselves, like Heath Ledger and shit like that, you know? Like, I think there is an element of that happening to me. And once I started to realize, you know what, dude, you're doing okay. You got money. You're managing younger artists now. Your career is starting to be driven in a decent direction, but you're completely out of your mind. Your girl is sick of your shit, and you can't stop doing drugs. The Adderalls, the Xans, the fucking cocaine, and the fucking nitrous, like a child, bro. Like the alcohol just. I want to stop everything except for weed, but I don't know how, and I'm fucking like overwhelmed as fucking scared by it, bro. Straight up. And I'm not a bitch. So I'll fucking like pride behind that. I'll admit it. Yeah, I'm fucking drug addict, bro. I'm struggling. I'm in pain. That's the bravest thing I could do is say that. And I'm gonna walk through that fire. I'm gonna walk through that fire with you. And hopefully, by the grace of God, I fucking come out a better man and clean and healthy again before that shit kills me, bro. Because it's not looking good right now.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, we had to reschedule our interview multiple times, and I knew why, but I was worried that, man, like, what if like we don't end up getting the interview done and Lush leaves
Yeah,
us? Like,
nice.
I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but that's a honest thing that I'm saying to you, and I was like, that would be terrible. Like, not because of the content, but because I really genuinely fuck with you. Like, you and I have had conversations outside of, like, I know earlier you were talking about Joyner Lucas, and you said that he was whatever, like you don't really care for him and stuff like
Fuck
that.
with Jordan, bro. I be saying a lot of shit. You feel me? Like I really respect everybody, bro.
Uh-huh.
Even Bambaataa was heaven sent.
What did you think of the song that he did with Jelly Roll, where he was called "Best of Me," where he's talking about from the addict perspective and then from the family member perspective? Do you think that that's an accurate portrayal?
I mean, he's a great writer, and like I think, but like Jordan Lucas ain't never been fucking 10 toes down in music fiction trenches to really know what that shit feel like. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? Almost like him writing from the perspective of a racist white man is disingenuous because he's not that either. But I'm not going to say disingenuous. I'll say it's ambitious. It's very ambitious because you have to like remove, everything's based on your perception of what you think something is. Now, I think he did the thing is, addiction affects everybody. If you're not an addict yourself, you got a crackhead uncle or auntie or mama or dad or brother or boy. We all know what it looks like. This
Well, you could be addicted to different things too. It doesn't have to just be drugs, Yeah.
for sure. Sex, fucking gambling, fucking anything. Like, yeah. Like I've spoken recently. Like I wouldn't trade my drug addiction with a gambling addict at all. I think they're worse. I don't envy them. I don't envy the old lady in the fucking you feel me on the buffalo machine pulling, you feel me, for 17 hours straight, like spending her grandchildren in Manila's menial and fucking inheritance. Like, I don't envy that. I don't envy the I don't envy the fools that are literally the blind rappers that I know that are tricking their life away on casinos. I don't I would not trade my drug addiction with gambling addiction. I don't envy that, but it's the same demon regardless. And that's not to say that I'm superior. I'm just saying I got my own fucking demons that I got to deal with. I don't need that anymore.
Right. What do you think is the main thing that is stopping you from getting clean?
I mean, like the physical dependency. Like, what it's really difficult to think about or discern or like intellectualize anything else going on when you wake up and you're in physical pain. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the only way I can accurately describe my addiction. And it's somebody that's been used to dopamine rushes for the past 32 years. I have 3.5 years of sobriety in 32 years. The rest was uninterrupted use, essentially. Yeah, dude. The way
Three
Mike on this
consistent
video.
years?
Yeah, I have 3.5 years sober. So I was sober from February 3rd, 2020 to September of 2023.
Right, right. So why did that go astray? Like why didn't it continue?
Why did I relapse? I think that I think like a relapse is not something that happens overnight. Oftentimes a relapse occurs hours, days, months, you feel me? Sometimes years before the actual ingestion of the drugs occurs. So my relapse first looked like when when I started, because like I got sober. It's a very low point in my life. I got sober. And then within a year and a half of being sober, I had two six-figure deals on the table. My own sub label with Sony Orchard and deal with them as well. And I was back with King of the Dot doing my thing in battle rap. But I think the most important thing to emphasize is the whole like two six-figure deals on the table thing. Um, One was for the GTX. They're actually both from the GTX battle rap, Kobe and me and Diz, and bringing back grind time and all that. But at that time, um, once I started to gain success, my brother, who's been sober for many years too, he told me like, now that you're doing good at making money and you have less time, you got to fucking do twice as many meetings. You got to focus more on your sobriety. That's what I did, and that's why I'm so sober that I did it. I started cutting corners. I stopped doing my daily disciplines. I stopped praying and meditating several times a day, and writing my fucking nightlies where I go over any resentment that I felt throughout the day, any fear that I felt throughout the day, any regret. You feel me? Like, and like all the things or the trespassing I infringed. Like anytime I know that I did somebody wrong, I would write it down, and I was so accountable and was accountable to God and my girl at the time and the people that were around me. And I was so like trying to live righteous that I started to slip on all that shit one by one by one by one. Then eventually, next thing I know, the dentist is prescribing me Percocets, and I'm not telling my AA sponsor. And the next thing I know, I'm telling myself, it used to be a lot cooler when you used to take drugs. You used to have a lot more swag. Look how you looked. Dad, you had bitches. You were a rock star. Look at you. Look at how much you were glowing and shining. Look how much people like you. You're fat now. You're fat. Your teeth are fucked up. You're broke. Your aura's gone. You look lame. And that insecurity got the best of me. And I thought that I'd be cool again. I would feel myself again. if I got high and I was right. That's what happened. But the problem is I don't know how to just do it in moderation. If I have $25 and I want to get high, I'm gonna spend my last $25 on getting fried, bro. I'm gonna borrow 50 from you to get fried with that. It don't matter. I could have a job where I get paid like I do, like a soft 10 bands a month, whatever. It don't matter, bro. I'm gonna spend it all on getting fried. I have nothing to show for it.
That's what I was gonna ask you because I feel like how much like it becomes a part of your personality, doesn't it? Like like your
Listen, how
persona.
you been that to the point where like so many like I'm not like people that are fans of mine, especially like back then before I got sober, even like and it's still like that people want they want to get home with me. Like it's so much in how they perceive me. They're like, oh, my wife would understand me doing a line with Lush One. Like that's my hall pass go to the drug game. And my friends are dying, bro. You can't up the score on Fetty Wap. Like my friends are dead, bro. Like most of my dead homies are dead because they overdose. Yeah, I've got dead homies that got killed too. But and it's not cute. Addiction comes in three stages. Using drugs come in three stages. There's fun with consequences. Really four stages. Consequences with fun, and then consequences. I am in the fourth part of my journey at this point. It's not even fun.
Are you seriously considering entering rehab again?
Rehab is not going to do much for me because I am already, there's nothing I can learn intellectually or even spiritually that I feel like would matter, but I can detox. I go to detox. I'm going to stop being a bitch. I gotta not be a bitch. I gotta stop being a bitch and just go through that. Bro, like I'll kick because I'm like addicted to different drugs and I'll kick one and then like I have to fight off another addiction. And it's like fighting five monsters simultaneously, you know?
Do you think it's just you having an addictive personality overall? Like even if it wasn't drugs, like you would be addicted to something else?
For sure. For sure. I would be, and I am. And that is just the way that I'm wired. However, highly addictive regarding substance abuse. And my brain and my soul have been made aware that this is what takes the edge off and makes me feel better. And now that I'm fighting against myself, the thing that makes me feel the best is actually harming me. It'd be like fucking, like Dave Blunt's really, really, really wants to. Dave Blunt really wants to fucking go to McDonald's right now. Well, McDonald's is killing Dave Blunt. This isn't a
Wow.
thing.
This is deep talk, man.